Greetings, fellow recording nerds. So I did a string shootout for guitar and, well, that blew up like I never imagined. Thanks to everyone who watched, commented, and hit that subscribe button. I very much appreciate it. The one overwhelming comment I got from that video was, hey, do one for bass. Well, you asked for it, you got it. Here we go. So this shootout has been inspired by you guys. Now, I've been screaming at bass players for years to change their strings before recording. And, well, I've been getting mixed results. With them showing up to the studio with new strings, that is. I mean, come on. They've got beer to drink and new strings will definitely cut into that budget. Anyway, for this shootout, I brought in my very good friend, Calvin Love, who you guys might remember from that Perpetuate clip I posted up a few weeks back. Calvin is pretty much the antithesis of rule number 2. The guy can actually play his bass, and that's why I brought him in. Now, originally I was going to use one of my bass guitars, but since my stuff is in fairly pristine condition, I thought I'd simulate what most engineers are going to have to deal with. And that's an old cheap piece of shit like this. I'm sure many engineers out there have had to deal with this. A badly set up Squier P-bass with strings freshly installed just before the last ice age. And just for good measure, Calvin brought along his 5-string Spectre bass with 3-year-old strings. How do I know this? Because I was the guy who put on the strings for that Perpetuate clip back in 2012! For all you guys who get mad when I say bass players are cheap, may I present Exhibit A. Anyway, we're going to do some A/B tests with new and old strings. Clean direct, processed, and in a mix. Signal chain is a Countryman DI into an API 512C. And for the processed signal, we're using a Dark Glass B7K along with an IGS Alter 500 compressor. As far as signal path goes, it really doesn't get any better. Here we go. Okay, so there you go. Obviously a pretty huge difference in tone from the old strings to the new, not only in terms of clarity in the top end, but I find the bottom end is actually a little more robust. Something very important when you're mixing a full track. So bassists, be sure not to cheap out on your strings when you go into record. I'd like to thank Cleartone for providing the strings for this, and you can check them out at cleartonestrings.com. Really cool stuff. I highly recommend this brand. And I'd also like to mention that the guitar being used was the Legator 7-string Purple Ninja which we're going to be doing a demo on real soon. And the tone actually was biased by positive grid. That was actually an amp sim. We're going to be looking at that real soon as well. Also coming up, we're going to be looking at the IGS Alter 500 compressor and the Dark Glass B7K. So keep your eyes peeled for that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.